Yo, what's up, man? Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Matchmaker. All right, so I just have my young bull on here. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to Josiah Stone. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Josiah Stone. Make sure y'all go subscribe, man. The young bull came on here, and not only did he show that he was confident, but he's doing something that most kids are not willing to do because the fear of public speaking. So make sure y'all go and check him out. But I wanted to talk about something that transpired last night, man, which was clarification on every question that most people had yesterday about either the YNC or how they felt about the C1N. The questions were answered. So I want to say this, man. Everybody is coming to the same consensus. Everybody is coming to the same conclusion. A lot of people had their moment and their chance to ask the question that they wanted to be asked. And a lot of people they're talking mess about what Guala did, but Guala did the manly thing, which is to call in to get some understanding about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, bro. Guala did what was supposed to be done, which was come on here, ask the questions, and then make the adjustments for next season. So my takeaways is that they're not the only ones that's making the decision. They're not the only ones that's able to put a team in. Just like Clayton said, look, if I can have my way, Havoc would be in there. You feel me? So what it looks like is that they have another team, group of individuals that are also making decisions, and they're not making the right decisions. So what I'm looking to do is be a part of that, so that way, I can actually give my feedback on what they should be doing. Because I talk to y'all, I talk to the people, so y'all let me know what's going on. So therefore, I can tell them, like, look, man, you see, everybody had the same complaint. That's what I was able to say when it came to it. Everybody has the same complaint. People are losing, people are not playing, and therefore, what is going on is that the teams are being punished that decide to show and try to display that they're better than everybody. We can't do that. We cannot punish the ones who want to try to prove that they're the better ones. Now I get it, right? It shouldn't be like that, and the reason why it shouldn't be like that because the teams that should be playing, and if they're good as they say that they are, then they're going to have a few losses as well, but they may not have as many losses as the other teams. Like for instance, Wahoma, they have quite a few losses, but Wahoma also have a lot of big wins too. Twin City happen to be one of them, which is the number 10 team, right? I mean, number 18, number 6, 18, right? They're in that top 10. So with that being said, man, we just have to go on one accord. Right now, it's not one accord. It's not. It seems like an age by age basis instead of it being, one of those situations to where, okay, this is the criteria. All right, if y'all lose X amount of games, you will be, you will be determined or decided whether or not you're going to make it to the Y and C based off strength of schedule. So you can play a couple of teams, and if you're playing those teams, then basically he says, hey man, for some reason I think he had his phone, so the phone kept like echoing. So therefore I wasn't able to do it. But my young bull, man, yeah, my young bull, he we did a 35 minute, video and stuff like that. So we did the video already, man. So shout out to y'all and shout out to the ones that's actually here to hear a recap, for the YNC. Um, Look, like I said, I've gotten everybody that y'all wanted me to get on here. We talked about it. You know what I'm saying? Whoever else y'all want me to have on here. I know I'm supposed to be talking to the EF guy. I think his name Robert, but I like his content. I like it. You know what I'm saying? You guys want me to talk to him? He says, even if you're a part of the rankings committee, the committee may collectively come to an agreement that you, the individual, may not agree with. Can I get that? I get that. But here's the thing. Not only are they going to know my agreement, right? Y'all going to know my agreement. Y'all going to know how I feel. So that's the biggest thing. Y'all help me. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all help me create heavy influence, right? To where I guess what I say somehow has some weight. So not only that, I am the one of the few that's actually watching, right? Watching all of these videos, these clips and stuff. That's all I'm doing is watching so many of these clips. And, that's how I'm able to understand like the Speed Demon was a good team. That's how I was able to tell y'all the DMVU was a good team. That's how I was able to tell y'all that Watkins was a good team, right? Because I'm actually watching the footage. I'm watching the video. I'm not just saying something to where I'm going to look stupid later. That's why there has not been a person that was able to come on here and make me look bad. Because when I come on here, if I talk about it, I have some knowledge about it. I'm not about to sit here and just tell y'all something that y'all want to know because y'all want to know it. Nah, that's not me. I'm not gonna do that. And the other thing is, I'm not gonna be compromised. You feel what I'm saying? I'm always gonna get it real. I'm always gonna talk about, talk about the elephant in the room. That's just me. It has to be done because I'm predicating this platform based on the fact that it has to be truth being told based on real assessment and not biasness. So even if Fanatic is biased, y'all can honestly get my opinion. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it 100 with everybody. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the kids, I don't have a favorite team, despite the fact that y'all keep putting the Georgia Falcons on me. You know what I'm saying? But what was some of the takeaways that y'all got? Did y'all feel like any of the question was answered? To y'all liking? What did y'all think? I ain't gonna lie. I enjoyed myself. I felt like we have touched on every single topic that you guys have asked us collectively. Some people may feel like they didn't get their question answered right away because we may have answered it, but it was answered from another party. So we may not have answered individually everybody, but what we did do when people had the same type of question, we made sure we asked it, and we asked the C1N question. That's what it is. That's what it's about. That's how we gonna do it. That's how we gonna rock. That's how we gonna roll. You feel me? But the other thing that I got out of it was not only is he a person that can't just be the person that making all the decisions, but the other thing is the fact that they don't have a requirement as to why, what I'm saying, these teams are continuing to duck, right? So these teams, hey, what's up, Jay Walker? These teams continue to duck and because it's no penalty. And as you see, we at least got Clayton to the point where now he's willing to figure out something, right? Right now we at a point to where we figuring out, okay, we can punish you like this. If you don't play the game that's supposed to be played, you gonna be up in the rankings. You gonna possibly go up to 5 rankings, right? That's just you. That's just how it's gonna go. There's gonna be some punishment, right? If a team is in your hometown, that game must be played, right? It must be played. That's another thing that we're gonna get out of it. Because here's the thing. I do media, so I can continue to say and go back to the interview to where, hey, bro, you said this. We got to make sure, right? We want to make sure that this and this and this happened. Next year, I can assure y'all that we're going to have a duckless season. I ain't gonna be I'll probably do a couple of ducktails, but it'll be more structured. Okay, so this team not playing. I bet we putting y'all on the chopping block. Why y'all not playing? Like he said, we got a forum, right? They got a forum to where now if you like if or well, at least he's trying to create, if you don't play the game, both of y'all got to establish or state why the game wasn't being played, because he mentioned that only one side is actually typing in why the games wasn't being played, but instead he looking to get both sides and then gonna make a decision. You feel what I'm saying? So now I understand. I got a little more clarity as to why things are not following suit. Now I know some people is not gonna like it, right? Some people ain't gonna care because they just don't like them, right? They just don't like them at all. So it don't matter what they do or say. But what I'm telling y'all, man, is that like even though I rock with what Cam doing, I rock with what YNC doing, and my main thing is this: they are both necessary. I think it's an amazing thing that Cam is now involved in doing his thing, specifically because remember those teams that wouldn't have gotten in, right? Wouldn't have like they wouldn't have been playing. So just guess what? You can't get in the you can't get in the AYF, you can't get in the YNC. They don't really want to play in the UTN. So where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? Right? You're going to basically be in a situation. Now let me see. Let me see what my guy Brandon Jones have to say, because Brandon is tough, right? Brandon is tough. That guy is tough. So let me read what he said. I don't know yet what he said, but he says Battle has to take a page out of Cam book if they want big games during the season. If you pay for the teams to get there, then it's no excuses. Okay, so I'm glad you said that, Brandon. Now, Brandon is somebody, he just wanted to be right, right? And I understand, I respect it. And I'm gonna actually screenshot that because that makes a lot of sense. And y'all see what I'm doing. Look, man, if y'all see that I'm doing the right thing, man, the thing that I'm gonna need y'all to do is just share it, make sure y'all like it, and make sure y'all subscribe, because that's how we get it out in the algorithm. I don't think nobody else cares, right, about getting these people on a platforms for the people. They care about getting people on a platform for themselves. I care about what it is that people want and what makes them happy. I understand that I ain't gonna be able to make everybody happy, but I can at least, even with my knowledge, right? I can at least bring everything to the center to where, okay, you didn't fully get your way, but now it's better than what it used to be. That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So some people got answers. He had a lot of great information about kids, going to high school, what they look at, how do they look at kids. Then he had a nice little, I guess, thing that he want to do as far as how he want to get rid of the ducking and all that stuff. So like the whole thing is all we need is that one platform, which is us, to basically, be front and center in whoever y'all say get. So now Terrell is the next person that I'm gonna look to get. I'm gonna bring him on the show, but I know he's been working at night, so it's been much harder to get him engaged. Y'all see, Real haven't really been on here as much, but I'll get him on here. Whatever it is that y'all want to ask, right? So when I'm seeing stuff like this, like from PA Trenches, I got a lot of clarity. in the Clayton interview. Some people may feel like they didn't. Butch said it was a great show. I don't think I don't think he gave a good answer on why so icy, not number one. He definitely didn't do that, right? But it was so many other questions that I wanted to get to. I didn't press him on it. He says make an agreement bonded by deposit of some type by both parties, and any backing out forfeit the money. Penalizing rankings. That's right. That's yeah. So that we're gonna hold on to that one, and we're gonna hold on to what Brandon said. You know what I'm saying? Battle has to take a page out of Cam, out of Cam book. And then Jatrice, which is a person that supported a lot, she agreed, right? He says Cam is paying to boost his brand. Teams will come to YNC events as long as they have mid-season games. And that's the thing. They need to do more events. But did y'all hear what he said as to why he don't do it all over no more? I'm gonna read Brandon's first before I say that. He said C1N has no. I'm gonna say the reason he stopped doing that is he stated he can go to certain places and get get fields and stuff like that or whatever, but he don't know the stipulations of it. And then not only that, for y'all that's in California, y'all need to hear this. He don't go to California because when he go to California, there's not enough people there supporting what they're doing. So that's all around the board. Nobody have y'all been really seeing these games lately, right? You got So Icy versus RDE. That's gonna be packed. We know that. That's a given. That's gonna be packed. But what about the other games? People have not even been going to the other games. People have not been supporting the way that they supposed to, right? So that's the part where it's like it's messed up, man. It's messed, like the whole system is messed up. That's why Clayton and them right now, they still able to kind of maneuver and get out of the twist, is because the requirement for everything that's going on is not written in stone. Now they have their bylaws, like he mentioned, right? They have their bylaws and all that. But the thing that needs to be done, and I'm willing to do it, and I'm gonna see if y'all approve of it. I'm gonna write some requirements, some stipulations. In fact, we gonna go through it together, and then we gonna, you know what? D gonna help me finalize it. When I write down this stuff, we gonna go down the list and see what could work and what won't work, because that's the thing. The reason they not really they're not people not able to hold their foot to the fire is because they don't know the requirements. Once they understand the requirements, then we can say, hey, this person, right? This person is literally not doing this X, Y, and Z. So once we able to, all to have the same type of agreement and understanding, then we can say, bro, you didn't play this team, you didn't play this team at home, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, and you didn't do that. And then once you don't complete none of the stuff that you're supposed to in order to, to be considered a national team, then we can have the proper rankings, right? It'll become a domino effect. We have the right rankings, we'll have teams actually attempting to try to play good teams. Because what happened when that team, right? When that team that end up somehow getting in the ranking, when they get in the ranking, what do? They run from everybody, right? And then once they run from everybody, then they decide that they want to play a voodoo or something like that. Let's say 10U. They want to play a voodoo, and then voodoo smack them, and then they somehow not be ranked, right? But remember, every other team that wanted to play them, they ran from them, and they didn't want to play, right? And when they lost to Voodoo and got out of ranking, guess what they tried to do? They tried to go play them teams that been trying to play them, and then that team don't want to play them because you got a ranking and you ran, and that was a whole lot of this what was going on this season. People got ranked, and then they started acting as if they were the best thing since sliced bread. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that was going on. So he says, please give So Icy the number one. I mean, I'm gonna say this simply because I'm gonna say this too. If RDE win, they gotta be number one. They gotta be number one. If So Icy win, they gotta be number one. So this right here, this game right here, should be the battle for the number one spot. And that's just facts. If you ask me, I'm gonna be flat out honest with y'all. I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. The winner of this game has to be number one. Because when you look at it, right, who have Bessemer really? Oh, I mean, they about to play Wahoma, but who have they played like that? They have not traveled to play nobody. He says Cam is paying to boost his brand. Team will come to YC event as long as they have mid-season. And I think Battle will have mid-season, but people got to come out and support. That's just the number one thing. C1N and YC can definitely coexist. Exactly, 1 through 8. And then YC is 9 through 15. And the champ should play for bragging rights. Hey, you feel what I'm saying? See, that's a solution right there, Brandon. That's a solution. And that's why I'm saying, like, we don't have to hate on one, big up, put down one entity just to big the other one up. No, Cam is necessary. We know that. We know that they necessary. He said they got beat by a non-ranked team, and that's why they are at number one team. I don't know, D. Cause here's the thing. You remember Twin City did win. They did go to battle last year. So I said that they were ranked already, even though that was their first game. So I hope Cam upgraded his invitation. Yeah, he definitely got to do that. Definitely got to do that. He said, he said, I got your back. I have ideas too. Yeah, man. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write down some of the criterias that should be made, right? And we just gonna go through it together, man. And then like the majority will win. So it sounds like the 9U team. You feel like they've been ducking? It says tough to have a database of teams and their schedules with new teams and orgs every year emerging and disappearing. Whoo! Ain't that the truth? Ain't that, man? That's the truth. That's Hey, man. You just gonna have to they just gonna have to do their part. They're gonna have to have the way that it has to coexist PA trenches is that if you're a new organization, then you're gonna have to input your new information, right? And then you put the year. So if you put 2025 or whatever, you feel what I'm saying, then it will show that organization for that season. And then you let them know what league you playing in. And if the team that's supposed to be playing end up not having an organization, if they don't re-register, then they automatically get kicked out. That's how it should go. That'll make sense to me. It's the only team on 9U that really was getting smoked, RDE, so I see Bessemer. Yeah. Only teams that was really getting smoked. Bro, I can't say Bessemer though. Well, yeah, they did play Wahoma, they played MBK, they played okay, yeah, man. They did play Twin City. All right, yeah. So yeah, I can agree with that. He said, just say it, bro. You don't. Hey, hey, I do like Bessemer. I do like Bessemer. I like Bessemer. But what I don't like the politics. See, when the politics kick in, then I gotta start kicking. I gotta start kicking because I don't deal in politics, right? If I like if a kid is good and I know another kid that's just as good, just because the kid that I know is good, don't mean that I'm gonna pick him over the other kid that did or had a better season than this person. I don't do that favoritisms, bro. It don't fit me. He says she says Twin City wasn't ranked at the time. And what I'm saying is why they dropped to number 3. Now I get it though, but you gotta know they number 1, D. You gotta know they number 1. Gotta know they number 1. I know they lost to Twin City. I understand that, but they to beat RDE twice, that's damn near next to impossible if you would have asked me. That like to beat a RDE, but I'll say this: it's not the same RDE. It's not the same RDE. They got that boy Deuce the Juice on there. Then they got some other added pieces. I can't, man. The only thing is the reason why I don't want to see this game. The reason why I don't want to see it yet is because Dakota not there, and y'all not gonna get the full credit. If y'all win, y'all not gonna get the full credit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I was like, man, damn, like I don't want to see it right now. Says preseason, they got outside. Yeah, but that's the thing. So do preseason count or it don't? Because we talk about, oh man, we beat y'all in preseason. But then when another team lose, man, bro, we lost to y'all, man. Bro, preseason ain't nothing. So everybody has, I guess the people that lose preseason don't matter. The ones who win, right? Preseason matters. So, like for instance, RDE beat Bessemer, but Coach Blue saying, "Man, that ain't nothing, bro. That's preseason." Okay, but that's why I wanted to see them play again because okay, you said it was preseason. Now your team is fully established. It's fully established. Now let's see, how you guys fare. But I do know one thing: y'all don't have no say into where y'all play. And y'all even heard Clayton say that last night. Clayton says they beat y'all the last time. So if they want y'all to come here or there or wherever they want y'all to come, they got that say because they beat y'all. So I wasn't the only one when I said the winner dictate location. So when the Bessemer players, and I mean not players, but parents was saying, "Oh, we not going to there. Y'all only beat us once. We the champion." And all that. Y'all heard it by the man himself. Clayton said, "The winner dictate where the game will be played." That's just how it goes. So if the game be played, y'all gotta come where RDE at. He says, what's the latest status on Dynamite's getting to Florida? Hey, they raised so far they raised like $11,000. Dynamite's raised like $11,000. They trying to get up to about 40. And the reason is, like I told y'all, it's so expensive to get from California to out here. And so they have been going outside. It's just that the best teams are out here. The best teams are out here. We know that. But they've been traveling to other states, just like everybody else. Even to play the OG Ducks, that's 6 hours in itself. So just imagine y'all traveling maybe about 300 miles, right, at the most, to get to, let's get to DMV, right? Let's get to out that area, Virginia or DC. That's about 10 hours. So that's about 500 miles. So just imagine if they decide to drive out here. That's literally 3,000 miles that they got to drive. That's a couple of days that it would take them to get out here. She said, not the same RDE. Not, yep. Beat the old RDU. Said nobody remember preseason. I know I don't. I know I mean, because it is what it is. Like I say, man, I just think that like the scariest team out there is, in my opinion, is RDE. Right? Now, so Icy is the hardest team to beat because how quick they are. And to be honest, a lot of times, man, you be thinking that you got the game plan and they run the same type of formats, right? The coverage it looks the same, but then they run different plays. So it's hard to stop that, especially when the players that are as quick as they are. You know what I'm saying? But they don't have Dakota, so I don't know. To me, I think that RDE should win, convincingly this game. If not, man, whoo, D, y'all in trouble. Y'all in trouble. Absolutely. They could have came right up here. They came to our game Sunday to watch it. Hey, they come to the game to watch y'all just to not play, and that's what I'm saying, man. Like when they made it seem like Coach Du wasn't telling the truth, but now it don't look like that to me because that same thing happened with So Icy. They didn't play So Icy on the same day, right? It said the preseason is more to see what your team look like. We need mid-season tournament, the top four teams, no buy games. Now I can, yeah, I like that. He says not no more without Dakota, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I say if RDE don't win, whoo, boy, it's still gonna be a close game because So Icy's still explosive. And yeah, and exactly, that, and that's what I was trying to get to. So I understand the Dynamite's plight. It's what 300 miles and 5 hours to drive alone from Philly to Pittsburgh in our state. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But then with the Oakland Dynamites, I just think this, man, it would have been of a benefit for the Georgia Eagles to try to get them out here. Because here's why. They travel well, right? That's why they need the 40,000 as well. They travel well. And they spend a lot of money when they get to other places. So that's why it would have been of a great asset, a benefit to the Georgia Eagles or the Twin City. The last time they played Twin City, they lost because the time ran out, but they was getting ready to score on Twin City to beat them right before they went to the championship. So a lot of them know him. A young man called Orange Cleats doing his thing, really good. So they're a good team. They're a good team, and that's the thing that I want people to understand. And when y'all give me some flack, man, y'all kind of doing it a disservice. And here's why I say that. Because if I'm literally helping give people, credit and recognition and showing y'all that there's more teams out there, why would y'all go against that? I'm trying to see something. Why would y'all go against that? If I'm only trying to make sure that other teams are getting the proper exposure, why would y'all do that? Brandon says Dynamite need that C1N package. They need to, man, they need that. I'm telling you, bro, they undefeated. They probably like 18-0. And I don't, and to be honest, I don't think that it's just a fluke. They playing really good teams. Y'all just don't know about them. That's why I continue to bring up the teams that nobody is giving credit for. Just like with RDE, nobody was going to ever give them credit for beating Speed Demon until I told them that, hey, hell nah, Speed Demon is a really good team. But they wouldn't have gave RDE no credit behind that. You know what I'm saying? They think, oh man, you had a close game with an unknown team. Yeah, that team was good. I know Coach Callen them blew them out, but the Styles, you know what I'm saying, make games. So that's why it looks like that. But yeah, man, Dynamites is a really good team, man. I'm not just saying that just to be saying it. I'm really saying that because I believe that even if they don't beat certain teams, they will at least be able to compete. Right? It'll be a really good game, and they travel well. So I was just trying to help y'all out, man. Any game that I'm trying to make, it will make sense for the game to be played. Just like point in case. Just like North Philly. North Philly should have played versus Watkins. But then you got a coach saying some silly stuff like, see y'all in the championship. Why are we waiting to the championship? Are you saying that y'all lead is that weak to the point where you gotta wait to the championship to want to play? Like, no, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that hurt the sport. So is it YNC, C1N, or AYF for the Dynamites? Well, I think they may be going AYF, but if they get the invitation, they might go YNC. You know what I'm saying? But I think that they can compete in every last one of them, and that's just my personal opinion. And I wouldn't say this because I already know what y'all do, right? If they lose, the first thing y'all gonna say to me, man, talk about Oakland Dynamite good. Nah, man, they are good. So I'm not gonna put my credibility on the line if I don't think that they good enough. They just need a shot. That's Coach said. If you can make some concessions and kick back some, if I come out there, then we can come out there. But that wasn't the case. So yeah, that's the thing. But my last takeaway from Clayton being on here is this. They need us. They definitely need us. They definitely need us. I'm gonna tell you why they need us. Because first of all, we are, I can assure you, more knowledgeable about what's going on than they are. Right? I could tell, hey, PA Trenton, you right. They better not lose in no goddamn first round. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that'll have me looking super silly. He said, AME get an invite, Dynamite should too. Exactly. If AME get an invite, Dynamite should too. And then, like, one of the coaches said, man, they need two sleeper teams. Who more slept on than them, than the Dynamites? But they better not lose. You right. They better not lose. They better go. Now, if they go to the championship, then y'all give me my just due. You know what I'm saying? If they go to the semifinals, still give me my just due. But um, I think all of the leagues are going to be tough. I believe that AYF, especially Champ Cheese, talking about they got 335 games. You got them. Then you got who else? Woo. You got AYF, C1N, Y, and C. Now, if I was C1N, I'll be reaching out to the Oakland Dynamite for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like that'll help them, even though $10 ain't gonna move, it ain't gonna move a needle. But that money will help. Whatever it is that they give it to help them get out here, it's gonna help. Now it ain't gonna get everybody out. They still gonna have to do some fundraising, but it for sure help. He says the way it's looking right now, who's the dark horse or the dark house at YNC? I think you mean the dark horse on 9U, 10U, 11U. And 9U, I think it's the one that needs to be in there is for sure GA Falcons, right? Georgia Falcons. That's a team because they played everybody, and then I just like the story. The storyline is crazy. Coaches get suspended, can't play, got to try to figure out a way to coach on the sideline, get suspended, then losing players, right? Because because basically it's justified for me, but losing players because the coach that they want to coach can't coach because they tripping. Then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? They lose in the beginning, right, to NC Giants, then come back, right, play some good games, then tie with the Jack Boys, then end up getting blew out. Then losing players, then end up getting blew out. Now blowing everybody out by 40. I mean, my God, bro. My goodness. That's a team. That's for the 9U. 10U, the dark horse will be the Georgia Rattlers, right? That's a really good team. And a lot of people they talk about how they lost to Bessemer. I really believe that they actually won that game. I believe that they beat Bessemer. That's just my personal opinion, right? But they had some help, and to prove my point, to prove what I've been saying all along, that the ref can determine who wins or lose. Look at what the East Side Babies and the Tucker Lions went through. They gave them an extra point. Even though that game is going to be replayed, the referee gave them an extra point that they never earned. That's how influential referees are. So when people tell me, "Oh man, you keep blaming the ref," if I had a good play and I scored a touchdown, and then you call a silly thing that had nothing to do with the play, yes, that affects me. It does. It really does. So I just killed that theory just by that game. The East Side Babies, the 404 Bulls versus the Tucker, that killed all excuses that the referee um, um, cannot create whoever they want to win the game. They can because they did 12-12, but instead they said, "Oh no, y'all got 13." That's how it goes, bro. So when people telling me certain things, man, I'm not buying it. I'm not. He said AYF D1 brackets are 16 teams. Yeah, that's dope. They got so many teams, man. That's crazy. AYF will be watered down with 16 teams, especially with that lottery selection. I don't think it'll be watered down. I just think the criteria, it just creates more games, right? It would take longer to finish those brackets, unless they got like a D1, D2, D3, D4 to create 16 brackets. Because you got to look at it, the NCAA, they still right, they can finish the whole tournament within a week. So it's definitely doable. It's not watered down. But one thing I will say that this is a lot of games. There gonna be some teams with buys that don't play the first round, right? So that's what I see. But I wouldn't do 16 team. I would do 10. The 10 teams that's in my top 10, and then I guess 8 and 9 will have to play versus each other to see which one of them play versus the number one team. That's how I would have it. Other than that, I wouldn't do it. You feel me? But yeah, man, that's all I wanted to talk about, man. I wanted to kick it with y'all. I had the young bull on here earlier. Make sure, man, y'all encourage that young man. We have some echo issues, but once we get everything resolved, everything gonna be straight. He says teams will get upset and be complaining about the lottery. Trust me. Nah, they can't though, Brandon. They can't. Here's why. If you say you're the best, you're supposed to prove it. You're supposed to prove it. Hey, Bush says, we have some good games this weekend. 13U Boynton versus undefeated Del Rey. What? What? Del Rey, hold on. He said versus undefeated Del Rey, then Brick City versus Boynton. Hold on. Y'all got a Del Rey 13U? I thought y'all only had a 14U Del Rey in a 10U Del Rey. And then Brick City versus Boynton, man, yeah, that's tough though. I did see the 9U Boynton, but I thought the Del Rey was only 14U. I seen him on a 14U mock draft for YNC. That that's crazy, man. All right, so I'm gonna listen to this one. Hey, make sure y'all subscribe and hit the make sure y'all share it, subscribe, hit the like button. But if y'all haven't, man, make sure y'all go back and listen to the interview that I did with Clayton. A lot of y'all answers or questions should be answered. And he said, nah, six. Okay, they got 6 through 13. Okay, I didn't know the 13U was undefeated. But shit, they ain't trying to play. Says name and org with 10, 11U, 12U that could beat the North Philly Blackhawks 2 out of 3 games. Um, ATL Elite. I say ATL Elite. ATL Elite is one of those teams, 10, 11, and 12. So ATL Elite, do they got 11? Yep. No, no, no. Okay, so they got Voodoo, right? They got Voodoo. Then for 11, who do they got? Do they got 11? They ain't got 11. I think they got 11. But they definitely got 11 and they got a 12. So they got the Voodoo and Lambo. Said he said, man, Philly not outside, they just talking, man. I listen, I don't want to hear, even though my guy PA Trent is in there, the thing that upsets me about the North Philly Blackhawks is that they were happy that the 703 United beat them. And they was talking about, see, I told you. Like, bro, you should have told me. ATL Elite Lambo. Yeah. They ATL Elite organization. So you are happy that somebody else beat the Bounty Boys. Y'all was supposed to beat the Bounty Boys. But instead, what was said was, "Hey man, you know, we're not even worried about them. Y'all should, bro. This is called competition. Y'all should be worried about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, y'all dictate location because y'all beat them. Y'all could have told them, hey man, come out where we at. We'll play y'all. Y'all determine that. But instead, y'all came off like y'all didn't want to play that game. So therefore, y'all lost a lot of respect. Y'all see the Bounty Boys is somebody that's on YNC radar, right? They on YNC radar. I'm pretty sure they gonna be on C1N radar, right? They on AYF radar. Y'all on AYF radar when it comes to the 12U because y'all unwilling to play the best teams. Obviously, y'all knew y'all was gonna get blew out and battered by Fort Lauderdale. Y'all knew that was gonna happen, but it wasn't no shame in losing to them. But why didn't y'all play the Bounty Boys, the Bounty Boys that y'all look so down on? Y'all didn't want to play. You know what I'm saying? He says, why you not upset with Beast in Blackhawks beat them in VA last year? Got y'all didn't say nothing. That's why. If you would have told me PA Trenches, I would have got on them. I just seen Beast in too. It says Blackhawks beat them um in Virginia last year. Got backed out this year. But y'all celebrate them for losing. I don't. Hey, I celebrate them for playing. I don't celebrate them for losing. I celebrate them for playing. That's what it is. Yeah, if you'd have told me that, man, they would have been on DuckTales too. But I would let you know the score Monday. Plus 10U Delray score also. I bet, yep. Because I'm about to go ahead and log off. Said Bounty Boys bench of Philly. jersey multiple times. Blackhawks bucked Valley Boys. They didn't want to play them. So yeah, man. Hey, y'all be easy, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. And that's all I got for